Let us move on to another important concept in terms of processing data. It is important. Why it is important? Because every organization has some or the other way that the data goes out of the organization for some purpose. May it just be an employee data. And that's where you need a data processing agreement. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you daily see new content on data privacy. And as I said, let's talk about a data processing agreement today. What happens is that smallest of activity sometimes we don't even realize happens outside our organization. It could be as small as payroll processing. Happens once in a month and you don't remember. Small organization like mine, we do PF processing out through external agencies. It's not visible. Once in a month, I upload the salary sheet. They upload a challan for me. I pay it. That's it. No other transaction. But when I send the salary sheet, when I send the details of new employees joining me, I need to send them Aadhaar card and PAN card and bank information. So is it just? No, I am sending sensitive personal information of my staff. So what is important? They need to take care of it the way I feel or the way I have set a standard for myself and for my customers and the way the regulators need. And to ensure they do that or they own it, what we do, we should sign a data processing agreement. So what's a data processing agreement? A legal contract between the data fiduciary and the data processor or the data sub-processor, depending on the branches, sub-subs that you have created. GDPR says controller and processor, a slightly different definition. Whenever you are handling processing of personal data to a third party, there has to be an agreement which is DPA or data processing agreement, which is setting up the expectations on how the data is going to be processed. Security parameters, protection strategies, all need to be defined here. They may not take backups because if they lose the Aadhaar card copy of any of my employees, they can take it back from me, But protection means Aadhaar card of my employee should not be handed over or shared to a third party through them. Or no one should hack their system to get an access to it till the time it is there on their system. Right? So examples, cloud service provider, payroll, marketing, a lot of companies do it to third party marketing. Even the social media posts. So everything is important. What does it define? A DPA defines roles and responsibilities of both the parties. Right? How are you behaving? How are you sharing the data? How is he receiving and how is he getting into details of processing? Accountability of the processors, the security parameters, the access parameters, who in his system is going to access the information, the data management post processing. Once the data has been processed, how would the data be managed? Is it relevant? Yes, it is relevant because when we say data processing, it means collecting, using, storing, third party sharing, and deletion. So when processing is done, what about deletion? My employee has been off-boarded. His PF has also been transferred to his new employers. Does my PF consultant need his information? No. What would he do with it? How would he delete it and ensure that he does not have it any further with him? What if there is a breach? What are the breach management protocols? And who would audit or monitor the systems? And I should have a control over their system. I should be allowed to audit and monitor their systems as and when I think I need to do that. Right? That should be a part of the DPA so that when there is a problem, the processor should not say, I was not required to update you on breach or I am not supposed to get it validated by you. So a DPA acts as a legal protection document between both the parties and for both the parties. A real world example, you have already spoken about the PF consultant, but what about a SaaS application? You are uploading data, your personal data, maybe it's an HRMS only. So you are acting as a fiduciary and the provider is acting as a processor. Good. The document, the data processing agreement should cover process data of as per the parameters, whatever have been defined. It could also be linked to the privacy notice that you have given to your customers. Clear security and access parameters. How would data be accessed? How secure is the data? How would data breach be handled? And what if the data is required to be transferred from your country to another country? That should also be a part of the processing the DPA agreement. Key takeaways: DPA is not a legal formality. It's a critical document which is a protection tool for your business, actually, a protection tool for both the businesses, even on the processor side. A necessity for compliance and a very important trust building step with your customers. Very, very important trust building step with your customers. Ensure signing DPA before you start sharing the data. You need to define the parameters before you actually take an action or share the data. And from time to time, with change of processes, addition of new data, and with change of regulations, please review the agreements from time to time. So that's about the basics of it. We'll get into a lot more details in the next 3-4 days. So subscribe to my channel, stay tuned with it. Share your feedback in the comments box, and if you like this video, please press the like and the bell icon. Thank you.